Hey yo, welcome everyone to the Exaggeration show with your boy, your host, Tama Singh. First of all, before even the disclaimer, I just need to say thank you to all the fans that have been watching the last few episodes. You guys are the real MVPs. Means a lot. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing and sharing it to your friends. I love doing this and I'll continue to do it even when the world turns to shit, which is currently what's happening right now. So before we get into this, of course, the disclaimer, today's video is about the stuff that's going on around the world right now, especially in America. It is a very serious topic about racism, about George Floyd's death, and I just want to say that everything that I do and say is not to be taken as serious as a CNN reporter or Alan. You know, this is me, Tama, here from New Zealand, just talking, speaking my thoughts, and I do everything with fun, okay? And before anyone says, well, you know, Tom, this isn't really a fun topic. No, that's your choice. You chose not to have fun. I choose to have fun in any scenario. I don't care what it's about, okay? That's just the type of person I am, and that makes me happy more. So if you're not happy on that topic, then there's the door, cuz. All right, get out of the way, Rocky. Some of the viewers need to leave right now, okay? No, but I'm just saying, guys, look. It is a very serious thing. This is all about the Black Lives Matter movement, and yes, of course they do. Why is this something that needs to be said in 2020? Well, one of the key reasons is, of course, got my notes here, guys, as you know, is because of the murderous killing that happened to George Floyd from the American cop, right? So everyone knows by now, today's date is the 2nd of June in New Zealand. The autopsy came out and said that he was actually murdered. You know, they definitely strangled him when they put his knee on his neck. So the whole country went nuts, started looting. They wanted justice because the main cop that did it is he is convicted murderer now. They just want to pretty much fuck up the other cops. And I think it was 3 other cops there, and it doesn't help when you've got a racist leader. Right, Trump is very racist. If you want to YouTube Trump racist moments on YouTube, you'll find a whole bunch of clips cut into him being pretty racist, right? So, when you have a country that has a racist leader, people that were sort of racist might become racist. People that were really racist now become fucking crazy racist, right? And there's this thing going around now where it's not okay to be not racist anymore. You have to be anti-racist. And that's true, because it's like, it's not okay to be a Nazi. You have to be against Nazis, you know, and everyone pretty much is. So that's what needs to happen to racism, all right? And like, look, we just came off a black president, Barack Obama, and things were going good. And then once Trump came in, who was the exact opposite of what a black president stood for, because he's pulling shit, like he's disrespecting Obama's image, some of the laws he placed. He doesn't want to put up his photo in the White House or be there for the ceremony. So it's the exact opposite of everything that America worked for to get some black power. Nabo, Trump doesn't give a fuck. So what's happening is the looting. If anyone wants to send me some Bose headphones, I'd be appreciative of that. All my American mates out that visited Target last week. I'm just kidding, okay? They've already arrived. No, but looting's bad, apparently, right? No, it is. Insurance companies don't like paying off claims for looting. And it's getting pretty bad to the point where people are seriously getting hurt. And look, honestly, if I was in America, if I had mates there, I'd just be like, yo, just stay home. Just chill, play some video games. You know, PS5's coming out soon. Just chill. Oh wait, no, the PlayStation 5 is actually postponed because of the movements that are happening. And I don't know if you guys realize, but in America, and to the public image of what's actually happening, this is such a big deal that, like, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened with the whole racism, police brutality. Now you've got the biggest companies on earth sending messages out, holding the messages for days on end. You got Disney, you got Marvel, Star Wars, Apple, Nickelodeon, PlayStation. It's huge companies, right? $billion companies that are now like, all right, I think we better join the people now, you know? So shit is getting absolutely serious in America. it's a bit fucked to see that, like, America's just imploding on itself. Say North Korea last week were about to be like, you know what, everyone laughed at me when I was dead. They thought I was dead. They made the memes. Trump was saying some dumb shit, so I'm going to nuke America. Say this is Kim Jong-un, right? He's there about to push the button to nuke America, and then he just sees this video of like people rioting in the streets and stuff and America on fire, and he decides to be like, oh, nah, I'll just see what happens here. And then days later, and America's still on fire, people are fucking going nuts. Imagine if that was about to happen, because remember, when the nukes happen, we don't know when it's going to happen. It's just on the news, and it's like, well, fuck, we're all going to die, possibly. But it's a bit of a weird scenario there. So yeah, Trump has now came out and ordered the National Guard to go to the streets and assist the cops. National Guards, pretty sure they're armed with M16s, proper assault rifles, and they're there to enforce, like, to scare the people, right? And if that doesn't work, they've got the military, which definitely have live round guns. Because if the looting gets worse, like right now with what America's gone through with its economy, it cannot handle something like this. Yet it's happening anyway. So I just really don't like what's happening in America. If you live in America right now and you're a Kiwi citizen, you have the passport, get your fucking ass on a plane. There's plenty of room over here in New Zealand. Like, damn, if you ever want to sign to get the hell out of the United States of America, now is the time. Yeah, so now we go back to the whole thing. You know what else is pissing me off? You know what else is just fucking... There's all the other influencers out there that are just saying things just to put out content, or like, hey guys, look at me, you know, my voice matters too. They don't... that shit makes me cringe, eh? It's like, you'd never be known to put out anti-racism messages, but all of a sudden, this is what you want to do? You guys already know who you're talking about when you see on your own feeds. You know this person doesn't give a flying fuck. They're just doing it because everyone else is doing it, right? That is terrible. Don't like it, you know? If you guys want a good example of that, look up Anthony Jeselnik's stand-up show on Netflix. It's called Thoughts and Prayers, and it's always about when something bad happens in the world, the only thing that influencers do on social media is they're like, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with them. They don't give a fuck. All they're doing is just like, hey guys, don't forget about me here. You know, everyone needs to like my comment too, or everyone needs to watch my story too, or some shit. You know, it's like, ugh, he explains it better than me, obviously. So yeah, America is fucked. They're very racist. My experience in LA when I went to America was it was pretty eye-opening to see the amount of poor black people living homelessly under bridges everywhere in LA. Like everywhere. There's so much poverty in Los Angeles, the city of angels, Hollywood. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work to be done in America. It's crazy, you know. Yeah, so George Floyd, very bad way to go. It's filmed, it's just enscarred in everyone's brain forever, probably, because it's 2020, you know? Big things are made in technology, leaps for mankind, you know, you've got huge advancement, but the human side of the earth is going backwards, some would say. And yeah, it's just sad for his family. And funny enough, you've got Floyd Mayweather is paying for the dude's funeral. I don't know if that's because he's got the same name as him, or because Floyd Mayweather's worth $500 million and this is worth 0.01% of his net worth and he wants free media press. Maybe it is. So yeah, average funeral cost in America is $5,000 to $10,000. Floyd's biffing that easy, but you know, Floyd does have some pretty strong black ties, so he actually, this probably is a serious move more than a PR move, you know what I mean? And this has also led to massive other things being shut down, postponed, big events, because holy shit, the National Guard and the military might be called on its own people. This is literally a civil war. So if the coronavirus wasn't enough for people to be like, oh, 2020 is a write-off, this is pretty much it, and we're only 6 months into the year. It's pretty crazy. Trump as well last night, so remember today's the 2nd of June, went into complete lockdown in the White House. So this is where the whole thing went black. Maybe that was him in solidarity for the black people. He just turned off all the lights and he's like, see, it's now the Black House. Who knows? But yeah, people didn't like it, because in moments of absolute despair in the country, he should have made a statement. He should have been like, yo, I don't know. He should have said something, at least some message from the leader of the country. Instead, he hid in a bunker in the White House that apparently has not been used since 9/11 by George Bush. And today he issued a message, and he's pretty much saying like, yo, if y'all don't fucking cut it out, I'm gonna send the military in to cap you guys all up. Because he sent a tweet earlier today, there's also like, once the looting starts, the shooting starts. So yeah. And by the way, for those that have clicked on this and have no idea what's happening in America or the world right now with the lootings and the riots, man, watch the news. It's on every fucking channel. It's crazy. It's the only thing anyone's talking about right now. It's funny because the coronavirus is pretty much like fizzled out. So will he be president again? Who knows? Because there's this thing about Trump, is that he's a very good manipulator, and he always seems to get what he wants. He always seems to never get what the people want, but he always seems to get what he wants. And if he wants a second term at presidency, right now, my money is yes, because the system's rigged, and he could probably pay people off and profit them if they vote him in. So that's my deal. Another question is New Zealand a racist country? No, because a racist country means, well, first of all, a country can't feel human emotions, and no, you know what I mean? Like, majority of the country have to be racist, right? Now let's look at the facts here. New Zealand have one of the most diverse populations on earth. They have one of the most diverse police forces as well, which is the police brutality this whole topic has revolved around. Our leader, Jacinda Ardern, hasn't displayed any forms of racism ever. The biggest racism act ever in New Zealand has been the Christchurch shooting, which happened March 15th last year, and she acted pretty swiftly on that. The country came together united pretty well, but in the same times, there are a lot of racist people in our country, right? If you look at the things what racism hold people back on compared to America and New Zealand, home loans, justice system, career choices. Think actually in your head, is this stuff actually restrained in New Zealand? Like, are you actually restrained if you're a black dude and you're trying to become a lawyer in New Zealand? Nah. If you're a cop and you're Muslim or Indian, can you become a cop? Yes, because I've been pulled over many times by them. Bro, please let me off the ticket, bro. I'm on my way to eat. He's like, bro, nah. All right, cool, sweet. Yeah, I'll take the ticket then. All Indians speak with a New Zealand accent if they were born here, obviously. But yeah, as I'm saying is that New Zealand is not, I don't think New Zealand is a racist country, because if you say New Zealand's a racist country, you can also say America's a racist country, right? Yes. Are they the same? No. New Zealand have a lot of racist people, predominantly in the South Island, where the bigger white supremacists and like Christchurch especially. But I don't think New Zealand's an actual racist country. They have a lot of racist people, but they aren't a racist country, because if they are, then you're putting them in the same sentence and classification of America. And America is way more racist than New Zealand, right? Yeah, so that's just my thoughts, and let me know what you think. Comment below what you guys think about the whole thing happening. Key thing is to stay safe when marches and protests and riots go out. Obviously, it's very good to show your support. As people say, we all bleed red on the inside, but more importantly, it's like everyone has the ability to just be nice. It all comes down to how you were raised, of course, but yeah, racism isn't good. Cool. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm doing heaps of stories now. I'm just keen as I'm making more content, and if you guys want to see more, subscribe, like this video. I know it's been a bit of an up and down one, but at the same time, some of the topics were a bit black and white. Racist joke. Not really, it's a fact. So yeah, I think that's enough from me now. Alright guys, thank you guys very much for watching. And the cool thing about this is most of this whole clip is like, it's unedited. Everything I thought I said, I just do it. Hardly anything's cut. And I hope you guys like it. Alright, see you guys in the next episode of Exaggeration. See ya!